Okay, what's up, guys? I'm sorry it took long. I had to release the Oh shit! I didn't update the. Hold on a second. Whatever. Actually, it's fine. Okay, they have released it, bro. They have released it. I was discussing whether or not I was gonna go live, and now I am. Now I am because they have just released. The devs has released the talks about discussing. Oh my god, dude, fix this piece of shit, bro. Holy shit. I gotta get this shit together. Hold on a second, guys. Holy shit, bro. This is not a drill. I'm about to text the homie. I'm about to message the homie real quick. I'm about to text the homies real quick. Let me tell the homies real quick, bro. I gotta text the homie real quick, y'all. I got the video up. Y'all just give me a minute, bro. All right. I just sent it to like at least 3 of my homies. Let me pull up the dashboard. I gotta pull the dashboard real quick. Young I be oh wait. I played like 4 games yesterday and I got I immediately lost all 4. Yeah, listen, bro. It's gonna be like that, bro. But hey, dude, bro, they released it. Hypebeast, they released the video discussing the matchmaking system on Twitter. So I'm about to get this up and ready. Anybody that's watching, I'm about to do the reaction right now. This is a blind reaction discussing. It's not on YouTube for some odd reason. It's not on YouTube. I don't know why. But the video is right here, and it is discussing the system. It's an 18-minute video discussing it. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I need to see. I need to figure out what is it and how is it do they make this matchmaking system. They have released it, guys, and I'm going to start the video right now, and hopefully IT will be on here. Let me discuss IT. Where's my boy IT? Dude, when's the last time I messaged? They released. All right, we're gonna watch it right now, guys. All right, we're gonna watch this right now. All right. So the Marvel Rivals devs has finally released how they create the matchmaking system in Marvel Rivals competition matches. This is the video that we've all been waiting for, and we will be doing a reaction to it right now. And for some odd reason, also, it's only been released on Twitter. It'll soon be released onto YouTube eventually, but this literally just came out, and we are going to take a look at it and to see how is it that Marvel Rivals sets up the matchmaking system. So here we go.
Feedback and ongoing discussions about matchmaking and ranking in Marvel Rivals. Your voices matter, and we want to give you a transparent look into how these systems work and what we are doing to improve them. Quick heads up, any numbers used are for illustrative purpose only, and the calculation process is also simplified for easier understanding and does not represent the full detailed formulas.
Okay.
After every competitive match, your score is calculated based on two key components, base points and performance points, each weighted according to your current rank. The formula looks like this.
Okay, hold on a second. I can't go back for
Like
something.
this.
Okay, so this is the base points and performance points. Now listen, one of the biggest things that I get so confused in the current rank that I am in right now is the fact that there was one game where I went 12-6 and it was a domination match and we won both games. We won both rounds. Okay? Back to back. But I went 12-6 with 6 final hits and I got 22 points. But then later on I played a game where I literally went, I think, 34-4. If I'm not mistaken, and I got 16 finals, but I only got 23. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So this is how they set it up, and that's just kind of weird. But we're gonna go over it.
This depends on match outcome, your current competitive score, average competitive score of the enemy team. First, the match result determines whether you gain or lose points. Win and you will gain points, lose and you will lose points.
Obviously, that's pretty obvious.
The difference between your competitive score and the enemy team's average competitive score affects how many points you gain or lose. If a player's competitive score is lower than that of the enemy team, the system recognizes that the player is challenging a stronger opponent. In this case, a victory will grant an extra bonus to the base points, while a defeat will result in fewer points deductions. The reverse applies when facing lower ranked teams.
Okay, so it's pretty obvious that it's pretty well self-explanatory. I wish I could make this thing smaller so everybody can see. All right, so obviously it's pretty damn obvious. This is like really obvious. Okay, this is like 1000% obvious how this works. Okay, like if you win, when you win, you'll gain points. You'll gain points, lose, and you'll lose points. Whatever the fuck that means. I mean, it's pretty obvious. You gain points when you win. You lose points when you lose. That's pretty obvious. And your current competitive score averages your current competitive score and average competitive score of the enemy team affects how many you gain or lose. That's pretty obvious. If a player's competitive score is lower than that of the enemy's team, the system recognizes that the player is challenging a stronger opponent. Okay, I think I can get what that means. I think whenever, let's say that you get steamrolled, like the matchmaking puts you against a team that was like basically the fucking Avengers. Okay, so rewarding low ranked players and punishing high ranks. So rewarding low players and punishing high ranks. That's I guess that's what it's looking like. But let's say that you win against the fucking Avengers, bro. Okay, you win against the fucking Avengers, and there was nothing that you and your teammates could do anything about it because they could not be able to counter it or turn it into actually a good game. So, based on the stats that you got, and everybody just did terrible, you won't lose a lot of points. And I've noticed that. I went against the fucking Avengers, and we just fucking lost. And in the end, I didn't lose a lot of points. Like I tried to play the best that I could without trying to die a lot. And in the end, I only lost depending on the ranks that I'm in, I only lost about bare minimum. The lowest I've ever lost was like 16 points. So it's like, okay, in this case, a victory will grant extra bonus to the base points while a defeat results in fewer points deduction. The reverse applies when facing low ranked teams. Okay.
Examples. Players' competitive score 3,500. Enemy team's average 3,500. Win plus 20 base points, lost, minus 20 base points. Players' competitive score 3,500. Enemy team's average 3,700. Win, plus 25 base points, lost, minus 15 base points. Players' competitive score 3,500. Enemy team's average 3,300. Win, plus 15 base points, lost, minus 25 base points. This reflects your individual performance tailored to your hero's role. Performance points reflect how well you played during the match. Because heroes in Marvel Rivals have widely different powers and roles, we don't just tally up stats. Even if two players contribute equally to the outcome, their raw stats may look very different depending on which hero they played. Instead, to accurately evaluate your impact, we use several steps to calculate performance points. For each hero used in the match, we normalize match stats to a per 10-minute value and convert that into a single performance value. We compare that to the average performance value for that same hero at your rank, also per 10 minutes. That gives a hero-specific performance coefficient. The better you perform versus the average, the higher your coefficient. If you played multiple heroes, we time weight those to get your match coefficient. We then compare your performance coefficient to your team's average to determine your final performance points. Examples. A Diamond 1 player spends 4 minutes as Loki and 6 minutes as Invisible Woman in a 10-minute match. Let's break down the performance points calculation. First, the system converts their in-game stats to 10-minute averages and then convert them into performance value. Assuming Loki has a performance value of 1,200 and Invisible Woman has 1,000. Next, the system finds the average performance value for Diamond 1 players with those heroes, which we will assume Loki and Invisible Woman both are 1,000. We then calculate the performance coefficients. Loki's coefficient is 1.2, while Invisible Woman's is 1. This is then weighted by playtime. The overall coefficient works out to be 1.08. Finally, this player's coefficient is compared to the other 5 teammates. Let's say that they are 1, 1, 0.8, 0.8, and 1.
That's a lot of numbers.
Resulting in an
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
0.97.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. That's a whole lot of yapping. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's a whole lot of yapping. I have no idea what the hell he's saying. I have no idea what the hell he's saying. So, bro, I'm trying to get an understanding on what this means, bro. Like, this whole subject is basically all about how they your overall points is that you get in a match, okay? And it all depends on how many players you played in each every 10 minutes and how the performance you did within those 10 minutes. If you play 2 players in 10 minutes, it actually goes over that. So basically, the more players that you play and you fail to use, the more points you will lose. Basically, it'll go higher. It's kind of weird.
This gives us the final adjusted performance coefficient of 1.11. Once both your base points and performance points are calculated, your final score is determined by weighting these 2 parts. The weights vary by rank. As you climb the ranks, the weighting of base points will gradually increase, while performance points weighting decreases. In lower ranks, performance points have a higher weight to help skilled players rise faster. Higher ranks shift weight towards base points for consistency. Example: a player wins a rank match, earning 20 base points and 30 performance points. If the player is in silver, with a base point weight of 0.4 and a performance point weight of 0.6, the final score gained is 26. If the player is in celestial, with a base point weight of 0.7 and a performance point weight of 0.3, the final score gained is 23.
Okay, the matchmaking. So this is what I think. I think this is what everybody wants to see, bro. This is what everybody wants to see. The matchmaking system overview. Okay, I definitely want to see this and get an idea on what is it. I mean, this probably isn't it, but this is something I do want to see, the matchmaking. I do care about how many points I get when I win and how many points I get when I lose. But this is I think everybody just cares about why is the matchmaking system so bad?
Our players hail from all corners of the globe, each with different time zones and connection speeds. Balancing fast matchmaking with fair matches has always been our challenge and focus for ongoing improvement. In Marvel Rivals, players are matched based on server node selection, team composition, competitive score. Once matchmaking starts, the system looks for opponents on your chosen server or servers. As wait time increases, the system gradually expands the search to higher and lower ranks, helping you get into a match promptly. The expansion is kept to prevent unbalanced games. Once we have 12 players within the acceptable rank range, the match is set. Teams are then arranged to minimize differences in average competitive scores.
Okay. I need to listen to that again, bro. So basically, the longer you wait, based on the servers that you are, because I'm in North America. Obviously, I'm in North America, but I'm in North Virginia, and I use Dallas servers. Okay, those are the servers that I use to find my matchmaking system. So basically, the longer that you wait, the longer it's going, the wider that the server is gonna go and find more people. So does that mean that are they going outside of the servers that I'm currently in just because I'm waiting long? I guess. I guess that's what that means.
Once matchmaking, team composition. In Marvel Rivals, players are matched based on server node selection, team composition, competitive score. Once matchmaking starts, the system looks for opponents on your chosen server or servers. As wait time increases, the system gradually expands the search to higher and lower ranks, helping you get into a match promptly. The expansion is kept to prevent unbalanced games. Once we have 12 players within the acceptable...
Okay. So I don't go outside, but it's capped. So I just end up having to wait. So it's capped out. Once it reaches expanding, it's trying to find more and more players within my servers. But they admitted to searching for lower ranks. I gotta listen to this again, because that's what I need to listen to.
Or servers. As wait time increases, the system gradually expands the search to higher and lower ranks.
The system gradually expands to higher and lower ranks. Because I've been there. Like, there was times where I was in Diamond 2, and I was waiting for about like 3 or 4 minutes to get into a match. And for some odd reason, within my team, I ended up having a Plat 1 player on my squad. I'm like, bro, I'm D2. Why is there a Platinum player in my fucking team? And most of the time, I lose. Every time I have Plat 1 and I'm going against a team that has anywhere between D1 and D3, I lose those matches. That's ridiculous.
helping you get into a match promptly. The expansion is kept to prevent unbalanced games.
But it's like, but if it's capped to make sure you don't get into an unbalanced game, you're already putting me in a bad match. Is that not right? Am I getting this right? I hope I'm saying this right. Yeah, I hope to God I don't get higher and then rank and get higher ranked than diamond opponents. Yeah, like listen, all I gotta say is if you're a diamond 3, you are going to play in games where there's going to be platinum players. It only makes sense. But as you gradually get closer and closer, you will have more opportunity to just actually have a full lobby of anywhere between Diamond 3 and Diamond 1 players. But usually, when you're in Diamond 3 and try to like rank up to Diamond 2, you usually don't have anybody that's in Diamond 1. There's like a low chance. Only unless if they're like, if there's a duo.
Once we have 12 players within the acceptable rank range, the match is set. Teams are then arranged to minimize differences in average competitive scores.
This is what we need to see. This is the team matchmaking. I really hope, they better cook with this. I think this might be the most important one. I need to know this. Habu Ichu, thank you for the likes, bro. I appreciate it.
Team matchmaking is based on team size. For fairness, a 6-player team will only face another 6-player team. Finding an exact match can take time when taking into account all the factors, like competitive scores, server selection, etc. Since launch, 5-player teams have been disabled to protect solos. For other team size, the system opens up to more combinations as wait time increases. Take a 4-player team, for example. The first system tries to match with another 4-player team, but if none are promptly found, it will eventually expand to mixed teams like 4-1-1 versus 3-2-1.
Hold on, guys. I need to listen to this again. Hold on. I need to replay this again.
Team, for example, the first system tries to match with another 4-player team, but if none are promptly found, it will eventually expand to mixed teams like 4-1-1.
It'll eventually expand to a mixed teams of 4-1 versus 3-2-1. I don't know how I feel about that. Yo, IT was good, bro. We're doing the reaction right now, discussing the system. And I need this video out ASAP, bro. I need this out ASAP. So you mean to tell? Am I tweaking? Because I don't get it. So basically, for example, let's say that you are in a team of 4, okay? And basically, if you're in a team of 4 and you were originally supposed to be going against another team of 4, but it takes too long, then it's going to put you in a team versus like an example of a 3, like somebody that's a stack of 3, and then another somebody's in the stack of 2, and then there's just one solo player, just to even it out. Is it fair? I think this could be fair. So basically, if I'm in a duo match but what happens if it's duo? I mean, duos, I think you'll still be going against other people that solo queued, because I solo queued and I went against teams that were a duo. But man, sometimes those duo are mostly DPS players, and I got steamrolled one time. I saw that the DPS was just cooking.
1 versus 3-2-1. Longer waits means broader competitive score ranges, and reaching the upper limit of the range can result in a difference in scores between the two teams. From the matchmaking results, this would appear to be an unbalanced battle. However, tightening the rules would mean much longer waits and a bad experience. This is the core challenge, balancing matchmaking quality and speed. Team queues make this speed versus quality trade-off more noticeable. At higher ranks, there are fewer players and they are spread across different servers, so this happens more often. So, after careful review, starting in Season 3.5, we've temporarily restricted teams of 4 or 6 players from matchmaking at higher ranks, where their balanced matches are harder to find. Moving forward, we will continue to explore new solutions to better meet the diverse needs of players.
I mean, can you post the VOD right now as you're streaming so I can get to work? Can I post the VOD right now? How do I post it? Oh, like make a. Oh, you mean like after I'm done watching this, I basically have to end the stream and then release it so you can be able to get that together. I can do that if that's what you want me to do. I can do that. Okay, cool, dude. Thank you for the likes, bro. This is very interesting.
Seems like 4-1-1 versus 3-2-1. Longer waits means broader competitive scores ranges, and reaching the upper limit of the range can result in a difference in scores between the two teams. From the matchmaking results, this would appear to be an unbalanced battle. However, tightening the rules would mean much longer waits and a bad experience. This is the core challenge.
Okay, so basically, they don't want you to wait so long to go against other people that are also stacked. And the problem is that tightening it will mean it will take longer and it could potentially put you in unbalanced match and making the gaming experience suck. But listen, here's to that I say it's your fault for stacking. To that I say that is your fault for stacking. You want to like what? Like I get that you want to have a team squad that's like has a like better common sense of the game, and you want a better experience playing with your friends because y'all like chemistry is there, and you know what to play. You know the limitations of what you can do. But like, there's always so much that the devs can do about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just my take on that. Like, I don't stack. I mostly solo queue. It's just, I just think that that's on you for making that stack, bro. Is this just rank or do they go over the quick play? I think they will go over the quick play eventually. This is just a blind reaction.
Balancing matchmaking quality and speed. Team queues make this speed versus quality trade-off more noticeable. At higher ranks, there are fewer players and they are spread across different servers, so this happens more often. So, after careful review, starting in Season 3.5, we've temporarily restricted teams of 4 or 6 players from matchmaking at higher ranks, where their balanced matches are harder to find. Moving forward, we will continue to explore new solutions to better meet the diverse needs of players. To help you better understand how the matchmaking system works, here's an example scenario. Suppose player A teams up with player B and player C to queue for competitive. In this scenario, player A is Diamond 1, player B is Diamond 3, player C is Platinum 1.
Okay.
The average rank of this 3-player team is around Diamond 3. They select only the Oregon server node for matchmaking. Since there aren't enough teams of the same size and rank in the queue on this node, the matchmaking system gradually expands the search range as time passes. After 5 minutes, the system finds 9 more players who meet the criteria. These 9 players include another 3-player team with an average rank of Platinum 1, a 2-player team with an average rank of Diamond 2, and 4 solo players. Player D, Diamond 1, Player E, Diamond 2, Player F, Platinum 1, Player G, Diamond 2. To ensure
So after 9 minutes, after 5 minutes, it goes out and finds 9 players that has an average rank. And they find 5 players, they go after 9 players that fits the criteria. And then 5 of those players, if they have an average rank of Platinum 1, and 2 players with an average rank of Diamond 2, and they find solo queued players, and they pick out, I guess, where they are currently ranked, which is one is Diamond 1, one is Diamond 2, one is Platinum 1, another one is Diamond 2. This is crazy because I'm currently in Diamond, and this could only make much more sense to me. Okay, that's interesting.
For fairness, the system first places the 2 3-person teams on opposite sides. Then, the remaining team compositions are Side A, 3-player team plus 2-player team plus 1 solo player. Side B, 3-player team plus 3 solo players. Now, the exact team split is determined by the solo players to make both sides' average ranks as close as possible. The fairest division is Side A, 3-player team, Diamond 3 average, plus 2-player team, Diamond 2 average, plus Player F, Platinum 1. Side B, 3-player team, Platinum 1 average, plus Player D, Diamond 1, plus Player E, Diamond 2, plus Player G, Diamond 2. In this scenario, there are still
Okay. Does this not look off? I mean, it's close. It's close. I need to listen to this again, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta listen to this again. The whole point of when they actually set it up.
The system first places the 2 3-person teams on opposite sides. Then, the remaining team compositions are Side A, 3-player team plus 2-player team plus 1 solo player. Side B, 3-player team plus 3 solo players.
Hold on a second. Is this like, are they both on the right side, Side B? Are they both a stack? Hold on a second.
3-person teams on
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, they technically kind of are.
opposite sides. Then, the remaining team.
No, they're not. But that's where their average rank is. Okay, those 3 players, that's where their average rank is. Okay.
Compositions are Side A, 3-player team plus 2-player team plus 1 solo player. Side B, 3-player team plus 3 solo players. Now, the exact team split is determined by the solo players to make both sides' average ranks as close as possible. The fairest division is Side A, 3-player team, Diamond 3 average, plus 2-player team, Diamond 2 average, plus Player F, Platinum 1. Side B, 3-player team, Platinum 1 average, plus Player D, Diamond 1, plus Player E, Diamond 2, plus Player G, Diamond 2. In this scenario, there are still notable rank gaps within each side.
Exactly. There's still, the gap is still wide. If anything, the team that is stacked right now and their average together, even though they're currently different, because A is, I believe, is Diamond 1, B is Diamond 3, and C is Platinum 1. So their average is Diamond 3. But they're going against a team that, even though that they have a Plat 1, they still have 2 players that are Diamond 2 and their current rank. Their average rank is right here, but these 3 who are solo queuing, that is their current rank. So they got 2 players that are Diamond 2 and 1 is a Diamond 1. There's still a heavy wide variety. So if anything, honestly, looking at it now, regardless of how the gap is, this is pretty fair because what they have all in common better than this. I'm sorry, what all of side A has, the teams that are stacked versus side B, how they're all, I guess they're all solo queue, but the first three is their average current rank, is that in side A, B, and C, the players that are stacked, they have better chemistry. They're friends. They know how to play together and understand their limitation and what roles that they play. So, like that can be an advantage for them because they actually can notify and make switches in between games rather than people who are just hard-headed. Where can you watch the video? Where is this video at? Currently, this video is on Twitter. It's not on YouTube, guys. If anybody's watching this, this is not on YouTube. It's on Twitter on the Marvel Rivals official page. For some odd reason, Jalea, what's good, bro? Yeah, it's currently on Twitter right now. I haven't checked on YouTube yet. I'm surprised it's not on YouTube, but right now it's on Twitter. So we're watching this off of Twitter.
For example, set Ace player F bottom
Let me
diamond
just
1
go.
plus player E diamond 2 plus player G diamond 2. In this scenario, there are still notable rank gaps within each side. For example, set A's player F bottom 1 and set B's player D diamond 1 each have a 2 to 3 division differences from their teammates.
Yeah.
This means there can be internal team imbalances.
Yeah.
Assume once the match begins, the role selections are as follows. Side A, the 3-player team picks a Vanguard player A, Duelist player B, and Strategist player C. The 2-player team chooses a Vanguard and a Duelist player F. A Duelist main sticks with his preferred role instead of filling the missing Strategist slot. To balance the team, the
Okay, this is interesting. So I'm a Vanguard main. I only probably 80 to 90%, I'm not gonna lie, pretty much 95% of the time, I'm going to play a Vanguard. Okay? Honestly, it's probably 99. I'm not gonna lie. Majority of my games I play is Vanguard. I only play Vanguard because I know how to play Vanguard. I go ahead and play Vanguard. So I get if what I'm seeing right now is that based on who you currently, they actually keep notes and keep stats of the average duelist main never switches. That's true. But basically what I'm trying to get at here is that they do they keep notes of of the roles of what you play majority of the time? That's what I'm seeing right now. I'm not sure if it's what they pick, but this is what I have. I've had this set up before on side A. Like, I'm a Vanguard main, and I had a friend of mine who's a Duelist main, and I had another friend, and she was a Strategist main. So the system knows. I'm guessing. If I'm not mistaken, the system knows who you play majority of the times, and they set you up with that when you're stacking. I'm talking about when you're stacking. If that's the case, if you're stacking, okay.
Duelist player B from the 3-player team feels as a strategist. Side B, C, the 2-player team chooses a Vanguard and a Duelist. Player F, a Duelist main sticks with his preferred role instead of filling the missing strategist slot. To balance the team, the Duelist player B from the 3-player team feels as a strategist.
Okay.
Side B, the 3-player team picks a Vanguard, Duelist, a Strategist. Player D picks an additional Strategist. Player E picks another Vanguard. Player G picks another Duelist. We believe that this is a situation many players have encountered before.
This is absolutely so crazy. This is absolutely. This is, guys. I don't think y'all realize how crazy this is. I am watching this right now because I have been in this situation before. I am being so serious right now. I have been in this situation before. In side A, we have done this before because my duelist, I was a Vanguard. My friend, he was a duelist main, and my other friend, she was a strategist main. And the problem is that it was imbalanced. Okay, and so my duelist main, okay, he switches to strategist because he knows a strategist player. He knows how to play a strategist player. Wow. This is this is this is literally what I've been through. I've been through this situation before. What the hell? Honestly, that's actually kind of that's actually kind of crazy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like they're watching me, bro. It feels like they're watching me because I've been in this situation before. This is absolutely so crazy, bro. This is absolutely so crazy.
The 3-player team picks a Vanguard, Duelist. The 3-player team fields as a strategist. Side B, the 3-player team picks a Vanguard, Duelist, a strategist. Player D picks an additional strategist. Player E picks another Vanguard. Player G picks another Duelist. We believe that this is a situation many players have encountered before.
It's so crazy because inside B, everybody has a role and that they're mostly good at, and that's what they pick. So they're perfectly balanced, and this team is unfortunately imbalanced.
In this case, Side B has a strategic advantage, as
Yeah.
all 6 players are playing their main roles. On Side A, a Duelist main is forced to field as a strategist, and the lowest ranked player is also playing Duelist, which may weaken the team's synergy. Recently, we have received a lot of feedback from the community, with many players believing that our matchmaking system employs EOMM, Engagement Optimized Matchmaking. This would imply manipulating the matchmaking queue to keep players' win rates around 50%, ensuring they remain engaged in the game. We want to be clear, Marvel Rivals does not use EOMM.
Bullshit! I don't give Bullshit! Listen, y'all. Listen, I know that people think that this is that like, oh, but there's like cap. Listen, bro. Bullshit. I don't care. I think in an aspect, I'm not saying that you use EOMM, but I think in most cases, in some cases, you kind of do. Listen, I'm gonna give y'all a good example. A couple days ago, I played the absolute best I fucking can. I was killing it. Listen, I'm a Vanguard main, and I like, as a person who plays Vanguard main, it's not uncommon for a Vanguard win MVP, but I got 6 MVPs. I'm sorry, 5 MVPs and maybe 1 or 2 SVPs. Okay, I was killing that role, and then. And the problem is, at the end of the night, after 9 hours of streaming, I still didn't rank up. I finished 12 and 12. I finished 12 and 12. That is bullshit. That is bullshit. I was literally on a win streak, on the verge of ranking up. And I literally went negative. And I finished 12 and 12. And I was right back to where I fucking started after 9 hours of trying to rank up. I don't care what people tell me. I don't believe this, bro. Where is this? This is currently in Twitter. I don't know if they released it on YouTube yet, but currently we're watching this off of YouTube. We're currently watching this off of Twitter, where it's out currently. It just came out like about pretty much an hour ago by now. There is no war in boxing, say at comment. Exactly, bro. This isn't. Oh my god, bro. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I don't care what anybody tells me. This is bullshit. Like they said it. I know they said it in the beginning, but like, bro, it doesn't make sense. Crimson, thank you for the follows, bro. Like, this is cap. I won a 7K. I went on a 7K losing streak, bro. Like, and that's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. If you didn't watch it, were you here? Were you here when we were there when they released out when they showcased an example of how the matchmaking system worked? Were you just there, Kai? No. After I'm done watching this video, if you stick around, we're gonna watch it again.
So, why do some matches feel uneven? Why do certain players encounter win or loss streaks? We would like to take this opportunity to provide some insights, hoping to clarify some of the confusion for everyone.
Okay, yeah, you better explain it. I want to see this. You better explain this shit to me right now. Guam is watching. He's on me, bro. He's watching me. Hey, listen, I just want to tell you, everybody that's doing watching this, when they released an example of how the matchmaking system works, I was in the same scenario when I was 3-stacking, okay? The exact same scenario that they showed us is exactly what happened in one of my games, which is absolutely crazy. I feel like y'all is watching me. Where do you watch this video? It's currently out on Twitter. It's not on. As far as I know, it's not on Twitter. It's not on YouTube right now. So far as on Twitter, as you said, there's no EMM. There is, but there's only a couple quick play. I'm not too sure if they discussed what the quick play is yet. This is a blind reaction. I'm not sure how the quick play matchmaking system works, but this is just what I'm going to show y'all.
In a competitive two-sided game, the fewer players on each side, the more accurately the competitive score reflects individual skill. However, as team size increases, this accuracy drops, since even if both teams have identical average scores, other factors like teamwork and coordination can sway the outcome.
Exactly.
Additionally, because we don't lock roles, players might end up playing a role they are less comfortable with, which means they may not perform at their rank's full potential.
Exactly.
Even if you are assigned your preferred role, playing a hero you are less skilled with can also affect your impact in the match. So, why don't we add role queue? First, we believe that allowing players the freedom to play as their favorite superheroes and team up with others to create diverse creative team combos encourages more varied strategies and gameplay. Second,
okay. I don't disagree with why they don't do role queue. I don't disagree with that. I think it's very much respectful. Like, do I want to deal? Like, I believe Overwatch does role queue. I can't even say it right. Okay, I don't like it. I don't like role queue because I promise you to God, if you do not give me Vanguard, I will sell your fucking shit. If you put me in strategist, I will be playing Rocket. Or close enough, I'll be playing Cloak and Dagger. But I like Invis Woman. But somebody can be playing Invis Woman. So I gotta play Rocket or Cloak and Dagger. But if they ban Cloak and Dagger or Rocket, then you are fucking screwed, bro. Like, that's all I gotta say. You can pick what you want. You can pick what you want to play. Oh, and in Overwatch you can. I'm okay with the mode that allow role queue, but not as the main gameplay. Yeah.
Adding role-based matchmaking would significantly increase queue times, while still failing to fully eliminate skill discrepancies between matches. Where there are choices, there will be differences. Objectively, it's quite challenging to have an equal number of players across the three roles. To strike a balance between matchmaking speed and fairness, the competitive score ranges for each role would have to differ. Roles with fewer players would have lower competitive score thresholds, while roles with more players would require higher thresholds. This, in turn, will lead to greater variance in match quality. We are working to introduce more interesting vanguards and strategies in future updates to give players more choices.
Listen, bro. Listen, but I'm just gonna explain it to you guys what he just said. Okay, there will be more duelists coming later the year. Okay, continuing like in the future. Season 4 is gonna have probably at least a duelist, and then it's gonna be either or a strategist or a vanguard. So we are not. I posted a video about this. We are going to still get more duelists rather than a vanguards and strategist. Now that they realize that, oh shit, we kind of made a little bit too many duelists. We gotta go. Oh, the community just told us that we have too many duelists in there. Oh crap, we gotta start adding vanguards and strategists. Oh, okay. We'll now implement that. But we've already set what's going to be coming out this year. But we will change it up next year. Bro! Like, why? Like, you think that somebody in the fucking team will just sit there and say, huh, hey guys, have you guys noticed that, like, we have too many duelists on our that we got set up? We kind of gave these guys too many duelists. We don't have enough strategists and vanguards. Oh shit, you're kind of right. Like, bro, you set the blueprint out, and you mean to try to tell me? I'm sorry, my eyes go that. Like, you mean to tell me that when you guys set the blueprint out, you guys didn't just sit there and think, damn, that's a lot of duelists that we got set up. You like, come on, man. Like, just hear what he just said. It just means that we are going to get more duelists rather than vanguards and strategists. Like, Guagua already explained that in one of his interviews about last week or 2 weeks ago. Now, they're telling us now that, yeah, we'll make sure we get more vanguards and strategists in the future. It's already set out for the rest of the year, guys. There's going to be more duelists rather than vanguards and strategists. Now listen, I'm okay with making sure they still bring out vanguards and strategists, but like the fact that we know now that we're gonna get more duelists, that is the fucking problem. It's not my bad. Let me look through the chat real quick before we continue the video, okay? OpenQ breeds carried players. I hear you on that. No, wait, hold on a second. You said that, Kai said roadkill will be annoying. Nope, it'll be good for the game. No, I don't like it. Because it makes the game more fun. It makes the game more fun. Listen, y'all, let me put this in an example. Real quick for you guys that's watching. There are ways that you can counter a triple support comp. You do one of the two things. There's 3 ways to do it, but I like the first 2. One, you run more dive. They make them use up all their cooldowns that they use for defensive purposes. And on the supports, dive the support players. Play a character like that can dive more. Get 2 DPS dive characters and 1 dive tank. Make them use all of their cooldowns. The second option is to out damage them. What they have is survivability. So if you change up the way you play, you get a tank. You can still run the same way you want to, but you get a tank that can do more damage. And the person that I know that does more damage as a tank is either Emma Frost or unless she's not banned, it'll be Thor. That's the best option. And then you run 2 DPS characters that does a lot of damage. That's Punisher, Phoenix, Star-Lord, a lot of poke damage. You can run any of these type of characters that can do a lot of damage towards you. That's what I would try. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Like, guys, instead of just trying to play your regular position, find ways to counter it. Now the third option is to just match what they have. Go triple support too. But dog, you're gonna be sitting there all fucking day. All fucking day trying to see who's gonna win. It's gonna take the game is gonna go longer. So instead of just trying to match it, just counter it, bro. That's why I try to tell my teammates. I've had a game where I told somebody, guys, listen, they're running a triple support comp with 2 shield tanks. They do not have damage. They only have one DPS character that can do damage, and that is it. What we need to do is just run more damage. Put more damage and put more pressure on them. So basically I said to run Moon Knight. They got a Loki. Moon Knight counters Loki. You want to know what my team tells me? No, we don't want to run. We shouldn't run Moon Knight. We're just going to feed them defensive ults. Brother, how are they able to create more, to charge up their defensive ults if they are already fucking dead? You know what I'm saying? Like, that is literally the best way to be able to counter that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're not going to feed them. Like, come on now. You know what I'm saying? Yes, role queue can be can pick one, but when you wait based on the role, you can pick one or multiple roles. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna crash out if no healer in the future. I feel you on that. Why you look like talking about my eyes? My eyes go one way or the other. Bro, they're gonna add more duelists. Yeah, basically.
But these changes will take time to develop. We thank you for your patience.
Oh man, half of y'all left and y'all haven't seen what this one is about. The win-loss streaks. I hope y'all sticking around for this, bro. We're hoping y'all sticking around for this. This is why I didn't want to gap and talk about this. Y'all better stick around for this, bro. Win-loss streaks.
Statistically, win and loss streaks are a matter of probability. For example, if 2 sides are truly 50-50, over 3 games, the chance of 3 consecutive wins or losses is 12.5%. Over 10 games, the chance of 3 or more wins or losses in a row rises to 50%. So, over enough games, everyone will eventually experience win or loss streaks. For those interested, you can use tools to calculate the probability of achieving a streak, whether it's 5 consecutive wins or 5 consecutive losses, under different win rate scenarios over 10 matches. Of course, the game isn't pure math. Several in-game factors can increase the likelihood and impact of streaks, making these experiences feel more pronounced. For example, team average scores are rarely perfectly balanced, so actually win rates may not be exactly 50%. When queuing consecutively, you may face some of the same players in back-to-back games, which can carry over the outcome chance from previous matches. This is even more common in team matchmaking, where the pool of available combinations is smaller, especially during off-peak hours or in less populated regions. Even if the probability of a streak occurring is just 1%, Marvel Rivals' large player base means many will experience that.
Where is this video? It's on Twitter right now. What the fuck? What the fuck is he saying? So within the 10 games, I gotta go through the math. Like, what am I gotta listen to this again, guys. I'm sorry. I need to listen to this again. Like, this is like, does anybody understand what he just said? Because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I hear a lot of bullshit. I feel like just nothing but yapping.
To give players more choices, but these changes will take time to develop. We thank you for your patience.
I need to listen to this again, guys. This is when you're on a win-less.
Statistically, win and loss streaks are a matter of probability.
It's a matter of probability. Why am I having to do with math in a video game? I want covering up what they're trying to do.
For example, if 2 sides are truly 50-50, over 3 games, The chance of 3 consecutive wins or losses is 12.5%. Over 10 games, the chance of 3 or more wins or losses in a row rises to 50%. So, over enough games, everyone will eventually experience win or loss streaks. For those interested, you can use tools to calculate the probability of achieving a streak, whether it's.
So you want me to do math? You want me just grab a pen, let me just grab my pen, let me get a paper and just discuss all my probabilities when I'm on a win streak and I'm on a losing streak. Like, is this like, am I trolling what I'm just saying? So skill doesn't even matter anymore. So just say you didn't pass the 6th grade and move on. Damn, son, the fuck? So everyone will be in a win-lose streak no matter how good they do. Yes, actually, that's actually not wrong. That's actually not wrong. I've seen guys who was literally like in the top 500. He was in top 500 in Celestial. And he ranked all the way down. He went on a massive losing streak and ended in Grandmaster 2. You know what I'm saying? I can't find the video. Guys, anybody that's watching this right now, it is currently on Twitter. It is on Twitter. It is on Twitter. Anybody of the 47 people that are watching this, it is out on Twitter. It's not out on YouTube based on what I'm hearing from you guys. It is literally on Twitter. But we will be going over, if y'all are willing to stick around, we are going to rewatch the matchmaking system that you guys want to see. I will be showing you guys that. They already released how the matchmaking system works. We're going to rewatch that for you guys, okay?
5 consecutive wins or 5 consecutive.
So just stick around. We're going to go back to it because this is actually a really good average kind of example.
Losses under different win rate scenarios over 10 matches.
How was it the devs' fault that people aren't good at the game? It's not the devs' fault that you're not good. But if you play a main role, that is also a part of the reason why you could potentially be, the matchmaking is not good. Like, I'm a Vanguard main, and I've begun to notice that every time I'm in a game, usually nobody wants to play Vanguard. So I'm in a disadvantage of losing because I got a solo tank. You know what I'm saying? If you're a flex player, I'm guessing you have a slight lesser chance, or if you're mainly a DPS, because DPS is what matters. If you get a lot of kills, it really can factor in whether or not your team wins or you loses. Where is it? It's on Twitter.
Of course, the game isn't pure math. Several in-game factors can increase the likelihood and impact of streaks, making these experiences feel more pronounced. For example, team average scores are rarely perfectly balanced, so actually win rates may not be exactly 50%. When queuing consecutively, you may face some of the same players in back-to-back games, which can carry over the outcome chance from previous matches. This is even more common in team matchmaking, where the pool of available combinations is smaller, especially during off-peak hours or in less populated regions. Even if the probability of a streak occurring is just 1%, Marvel Rivals' large player base.
Small eyes. Hey, bro, don't say that, bro. Come on, man. That's not like, bruh. Yeah, we not doing around here, bro. Yeah, we not doing that. We're not doing that, bro. You're not doing that. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're done. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. You're gone. He's gone.
Many will experience that.
He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. I was like, bro, like, what the fuck?
We are constantly analyzing feedback and refining our system.
I'm kind of confused with the explanation. I wish I could explain it better for you because it kind of makes sense for me. The problem, you gotta watch the video, bro. I cannot explain it to you. Yeah, What did I miss? We're gonna rewatch the main thing, the matchmaking system works. We're gonna rewatch that. But one thing's for certain, you guys stick around. If you guys want me to replay the whole entire video instead of you guys just hopping in and watching, you guys want me to watch the entire video all over again, we could do that. Like, we're already at towards the end. Do you guys want me to watch the entire video? Anybody that's watching, you guys want me to just watch the entire video without stopping?
Systems. Your trust and
Okay, I can do that.
shape
Okay, after this is over, we'll just rewatch the whole entire thing.
a better experience.
Do you guys want? Please do, because Class is just yapping. I couldn't understand. Class is eventually gonna release a better video explaining each and everything, but we're just gonna rewatch the whole thing. All right. I do laugh with this is just how it works. Well, do you guys want? Do you guys just want to? Do y'all want to see the whole video, or do you want to see the matchmaking system? Because in the beginning they're just discussing the formula of the probability of your wins and loss. The probability of when you win or the probabilities when you lose. You guys just want to watch the matchmaking? If I need comment matchmaking or whole video. Everybody, I will come up with the result. You guys do just comment matchmaking or just the whole video. Which one you want? Matchmaking. I'm hearing a lot of matchmaking. Whole video, matchmaking. I'm seeing a lot of matchmaking. Matchmaking. I got whole video. Matchmaking. I got a lot of matchmaking.
Thank you for being part of the Marvel Rivals community.
Just do the whole video.
We are excited to keep improving.
Whole video, matchmaking. I'm fine with whatever, to be honest. Just give us the matchmaking. Okay. We're going to do the matchmaking. I see more matchmaking. Hold on. Within the last couple of minutes, let me see. I got matchmaking. It looks like 50% to me. I'm going to flip the coin. Fuck it. Let's flip the coin. It. Let's flip it. Heads, I got a juice bottle right here. Matchmaking, then whole video. You know what? Not the coin. Not the coin. All right. So we're gonna go to matchmaking.
Waiting decrease. Here is in Celestial. As wait.
Hold on a second.
Scores.
All right. Team matchmaking. Hold on, guys. This might be it, but let me go back just in case. Yeah. This is the one.
Differences in.
All right, this is the matchmaking. There's two segments behind matchmaking. Okay, guys.
Team matchmaking is based on team size. For fairness, a 6-player team will only face another 6-player team. Finding an exact match can take time when taking into account all the factors, like competitive scores, server selection, etc. Since launch, 5-player teams have been disabled to protect solos. For other team size, the system opens up to more combinations as wait time increases. Take a 4-player team, for example. The first system tries to match with another 4-player team, but if none are promptly found, it will eventually expand to mixed teams like 4-1-1 versus 3-2-1. Longer waits means broader competitive scores ranges, and the limit of the range can result in a difference in scores between the two teams. From the matchmaking results, this would appear to be an unbalanced battle. However, tightening the rules would mean much longer waits and a bad experience. This is the core challenge, balancing matchmaking quality and speed. Team queues make this speed versus quality.
There's no boss 6 out the level. Yeah, I hear you.
At higher ranks, there are fewer players and they are spread across different servers, so this happens more often. So, after careful review, starting in Season 3.5, we've temporarily restricted teams of 4 or 6 players from matchmaking at higher ranks, where their balanced matches are harder to find. Moving forward, we will continue to explore new solutions to better meet the diverse needs of players.
All right, this is gonna be a really good example of how how we see originally. If you're in Diamond, you guys better watch this. If you're in Diamond, this is a good. If you're in Platinum and Diamond, this is a really good example to give you a better view of how the matchmaking system works.
To help you better understand how the matchmaking system works, here's an example scenario. Suppose player A teams up with player B and player C to queue for competitive. In this scenario, player A is Diamond 1, player B is Diamond 3, player C is Platinum 1. The average rank of this three-player team is around Diamond 3. They select only the Oregon server node for matchmaking. Since there aren't enough teams of the same size and rank in the queue on this node, the matchmaking system gradually expands the search range as time passes. After 5 minutes, the system finds 9 more players who meet the criteria. These 9 players include another 3-player team with an average rank of Platinum 1, a 2-player team with an average rank of Diamond 2, and 4 solo players, player D, Diamond 1, player E, Diamond 2, player F, Platinum 1, player G, Diamond 2. To ensure fairness, the system first places the 2 3-person teams on opposite sides. Then, the remaining team compositions are Side A, 3-player team plus 2-player team plus 1 solo player. Side B, 3-player team plus 3 solo players. Now, the exact team split is determined by the solo players to make both sides' average ranks as close as possible. The fairest division is Side A, 3-player team, Diamond 3 average, plus 2-player team, Diamond 2 average, plus player F, Platinum 1. Side B, 3-player team, Platinum 1 average, plus player D, Diamond 1, plus player E, Diamond 2, plus player G, Diamond 2. In this scenario, there are still notable rank gaps within each side. For example, Side A's player F, Platinum 1, and Side B's player D, Diamond 1, each have a 2 to 3 division differences from their teammates. This means there can be internal team imbalances. Assume once the match begins, the role selections are as follows.
Okay, so I'm high as fuck. I hope you're gonna interpret this. Y'all want me to interpret it? So this side A is a stack of 3, okay, and their average and one is I think the A was basically Diamond 1. B is current rank, average rank is Diamond 3, and C has an average rank of Diamond Plat 1. Okay, remember and understand, when you're playing in ranked games, you can only play together if you are well within the 3 division gap. Okay, so they're well within the 3 division gap. So the system comes and finds out that okay, they're based off of rank that they are in. Okay, their average total rank is Diamond 3. So you'll mostly be in lobbies that has players that are within Diamond 3 lobbies. Okay, for the most part. All right, and then it goes and basically the problem is that let's say they're in the Oregon server. If the Oregon server they have to have 5 minutes to try to find another team in a stack 3, okay? Because I guess it's going to be if it was able to find a well within the Oregon server, that's another stack of 3. They'll do a 3-2-1 method, which is a stack of 3 with a potential stack of 2. And then there's and then they'll have one solo queue player that's in the current rank that they are in. But if it takes longer than about 5 minutes, then it's going to switch it up. Sometimes you'll be going against a stack of 4 that's going 1-1, which is, I'm guessing the stack of 4 is their current, is the whatever rank that they are in. Let's say it's a platinum 1. Another player is like a diamond 3. Another player is a diamond 2, and another player is like plat 1. Okay, their average rank is gonna be diamond 3, but then there's 2 solo queue players. They're gonna be playing with them, but that's in their current rank. If somebody can understand what that means, where's the video at? It's in Twitter. So now, after 5 minutes, it's going to, the server is looking through within 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, it's going to find at least 3 players that has an average rank. All right, it's gonna find 3 solo queue players. They look and see what their average rank is, okay? And it finds out that they are currently in platinum 1. And then it's going to find 2 players right here. They're gonna find 3 players in their current rank. If anybody's trying to get, does anybody sound any kind of confused? Is anybody confused? Everybody gets what I'm trying to say? Is anybody confused? Oh yeah, they tripped. This example is only when the players, stacked players of 3 has to wait over 5 minutes. This is after the 5-minute marker of them trying to find like a balanced type of team. After 5 minutes, the system is going to come up with something example like what's inside B. They're going to find 3 solo queue players, and they're going to put them together, all right, and they're going to find out what their average rank is, which is plat 1. And then they're going to find another 3 solo queue players, but they're going to go with what they are currently ranked in. All right, so inside A, they're going to look and they grab 2 players, but they're not looking at their current rank. They're looking at their average rank of what they are in. So they're an average rank of diamond 2. So, and then they have 1 player that's solo queuing that is currently in their current rank. It is to try to make it as balanced as possible. What is being displayed? I just got here. Damn, son, you late to the party. you're at their peak. What do you mean? Which one? At their peak? No, whatever that you guys see right now, what I'm showing you guys right now, for example, these people here, this is a stack of 3. These people aren't stacked, but they are put together in the system, and they're showcasing what their average rank is. And then there is 1 solo queue. All 3 are solo queue, but they grab 2 of them and showcase what their average rank is. So 1 could be diamond 2, 1 could be diamond 1, but they're gonna put together that their average rank is diamond 2. And then they just grab, I guess, 1 player at their current rank, which is platinum 1. So this is just the base. This is the base of, in order, and after doing a 3-stack method, if they cannot find anybody within their average rank, scratch that. If this 3-stack team, if the server cannot find this 3-stack team, which is A, B, and C, within 5 minutes in their server, for example, this was an Oregon server. If they cannot find anybody, they're going to bring together 12 random solo queue players, okay? And they're going to grab those 3 players, all right? And they're going to find out and see, okay, their average rank is platinum 1. Let's say that this guy here is like, he's a diamond 3. Another one's a diamond 3, and another one's a platinum 1. It's gonna come to a rank. Okay, their average rank is plat 1. All right, and then they grab just 3 other people, but they're solo queued, and this is what their current rank are. That's what I'm trying to say. This is not. Some of y'all think this is kind of dumb and silly, but this is what happens when you are stacked. This is what happens when you are stacked.
Side A, The 3-player team picks a Vanguard, player A, duelist.
Now, this is where things get complex, okay? So please listen closely, because this is going to take me longer to explain for you, for you guys. This is the specific part where it gets very complex as to what will decide whether or not you will win or lose. Kenneth, thank you for the roses, man. I appreciate
Player
you.
B, and strategist player C. The 2-player team chooses a Vanguard and a duelist. Player F, a duelist main, sticks with his preferred role instead of filling the missing strategist slot.
Okay, so it shows here that in this squad, because I've been through this before. If y'all want me to break it down real quick, I try to break it down real quick for you guys. This team of 3 all can play are playing 3 separate roles in order to. This is kind of the average thing I would do, because I've done this before. I'm a Vanguard main. I had a player that was a duelist main, and I had another player and she was a strategist main. But the problem is, if you guys see down here, because I know some of y'all can't see, but basically right here, one's a Vanguard main, one plays Vanguard, another player plays a duelist, but this guy here, this is the hard-headed one. This is the hard-headed one that's like, I'm not going to play strategist. I don't care that if I'm the only one that, I'm the only one that can probably have to play strategist, but I'm not going to. He chooses duelist, and he's hard-headed. He or she is hard-headed, and they don't play that role. So this is what happens.
The team, the duelist player B from the 3-player team feels as a strategist.
There you go. And the player that was a duelist, who mostly plays duelist, is switches. It's basically role kill. No, it's not. I'm trying to give you guys an example of what happens in game. This is right now what we're going through is what happens during game of everybody picking their roles. This is not like a role kill. This is just basically an example of what happens in certain situations when you are picking characters in the game. All right? And basically someone's being a fucking hardhead, which is this guy here who's a platinum 1, who's currently in platinum 1, and he or she doesn't want to switch. So the person who player B, who was actually a duelist, has to switch to a strategist in order to balance the whole entire team. One of the 3 DPS switching to second healer is such a lie. Oh, that is true. I hear you on that, because nobody wants to switch. But in order to win, out of the 3 of them, if whoever wants to win badly, let's say that one of them is on a losing streak, and one of them is just gonna have to basically play that role. If they want to win, one of the 3 is gonna crack. So yeah, it does make sense. It's a team comp game, I know, but some people are hard-headed. Like this duelist guy was a platinum 1, and the player B, who's actually, I believe, a diamond 2, the duelists don't want to switch. That's platinum 1.
Side B,
it's typically one of the tanks that switch. Oh, I get that. No. But hold on. But let me tell you this right now. All right. You could run a solo tank. You know that solo tank exists, right? So solo tanks exist. One of the 3 DPS players is not going to switch. So you have to run a solo tank. That does exist. Nobody's not going to switch over to a tank. They're just going to run the 3 DPS setup with 1 solo tank. But the problem is that in this scenario, they're missing a strategist. They need a strategist in order to play the game. If you do not have a second strategist, you will not win this game. Like the chances of you winning the game is extremely low. The chances of you winning this game. You know, people need to learn how to tank, get over it. It's true, but I'm a Vanguard main. I don't really play DPS or strategist, so I can't really be talking.
3-player team picks.
So basically, in the strategist setup, they need a strategist, and the duelist is one of those players that cracked, and he has to go strategist because they need a strategist.
A Vanguard, duelist, a strategist. Player D picks an additional strategist.
It isn't really hard to solo tank. I never understood the complaints. I'll get back to you after we're done watching this.
Player E picks another Vanguard. Player G picks.
Oh man, my bad. Hold on. Let me switch it right here. Let me go back a little bit.
Player D picks an additional strategist. Player E picks another vanguard. Player G picks another duelist. We believe that this.
Now listen. There's an imbalance here on side A. In side A, there's an imbalance. But in side B, everybody picks their respectful roles to cover. Now, I'm sure you guys noticed this now. In this scenario, it looks like side A has a type of imbalance. Do we agree? Disagree? Yes, there is some basically, like, nobody's complaining playing a role. This happens before. Like for example, I had a solo tank because I have three DPS players that don't want to switch to a tank. So we have to run a solo tank, a 3 DPS comp, and 2 strategists. Okay, it's something like that in that scenario. In this scenario, it's just that somebody don't want to play strategist. So
this is a situation many players have encountered before. In this case, Side B has a strategic advantage, as all 6 players are playing their main roles. On Side A, a duelist main is forced to fill as a strategist, and the lowest ranked player is also playing duelist, which may weaken the team's synergy.
Well, oh, my bad, EDQ, if you're still here, where's the video at? It's currently in Twitter. My bad, y'all. Guys, also, I am live on Twitch. If you want to see it, I'm trying my best to make it good enough for you guys to see, but I'm also live on the Twitch if you want to see a better view of it. But it's also on Twitter, just letting you guys know. Twitch link is in the bio, alright? So that's the breakdown of basically how a situation happens in terms of picking the matchmaking of everybody picking who they're playing, okay? Obviously, he showcased in the end that there's a slight advantage for side B because everybody is playing their respectful roles. Now, somebody explained earlier, they said that, what do you say? Did you say where the video was from? Yes, I did. It's on Twitter. Somebody said something about, somebody in the comments said that, I never understand what's the problem with solo tanking. Here's the problem with solo tanking, alright? Depending on who you play in solo tank, you already know that Magneto's the best solo tanker in the game when it comes to solo tanking. Then behind it is Doctor Strange, and then there's Emma Frost. Okay, those are the best people to run when you're doing a solo tank type of comp because most of them are shield tanks. The problem with it is that if they have 2 vanguards that are really good, they have a higher chance of survivability of lasting in the game because they have 2 shield tanks, and it could be a problem basically. Because now now that person that's playing solo tank has to take a lot of damage, and also you cannot die. Alright? You cannot die. If you die, there goes all that space that you were supposed to make. Because now once you die, now it makes it tougher for the other team to try to at least survive on point. Whether it's a domination or a convoy map. I missed the point. I missed most of it, but the lower ranked player has to play 1 single role. Well, I'm sorry. Let me read this again. My bad. I missed up most of it, but the lower ranked player has to play 1 single role and can't switch. No, you're saying it wrong. The player that is playing that 1 role doesn't want to switch. Yeah, he doesn't want to switch. Like inside A, what I explained earlier, basically, player B. This is a 3 like how should I put it? It's a 3 stack. It's a 3 stack, and player B was a duelist main. The problem is that when after 5 minutes of the Oregon server trying to find players to match with them, they go find 12 individual players, all right, And basically, in this scenario, the problem is that the Platinum 1 player, all right, doesn't want to go strategist. Okay? He stays a duelist. So the duelist changes into a strategist. So now the problem is that in the other side, which is side B, everybody in this 12, they're all solo queuing. These 12 people are solo queuing. Okay? They're all playing their respectful roles that they're good at. So now there is a probability of an imbalance that basically side B has a better chance of winning the game. So another solution is that people need to flex better rather than being yeah. Yes, basically, yeah. In order for so basically the best way to be able to have a better balance of the game, yes, it would be better to understanding how to play different roles. One team is comfortable with their roles, and the other team player is that with their weekend. Yeah, because let's say the duelist main. The duelist main shown here was, I believe, player B. Oh, sorry, player B right here. Okay, is a Diamond 2 duelist, but this player here is a solo queuer, and his current rank, he's plat 1. Okay. Jabuya, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Much love. So basically now it kind of hinges. It gets in the way. The player's not going to switch. He's not going to play the role because everybody picked their roles, and now out of the 3 DPS players that picked, that player right there, player B, has to switch off, and that could be somewhat of an imbalance. He's Diamond 2. This player is Plat 1, but he or she is not going to switch. So this provides an imbalance. It could potentially provide an imbalance. If he's not good and does a good job at duelist, then that means that side B right here, is going to have a better advantage because they're all playing their respectful roles and none of them switched because everybody picked their roles. Any questions? Is everybody good? Does everybody 46 people that are watching, is everybody understanding basically how the matchmaking system puts it? Is everybody got it down? Do I gotta break it down? Do I have to continue breaking it down? Everybody understands, right? I'm gonna give y'all a minute. What happens if player B refuses to switch for the platinum player? Okay, so if player B, let's say player B didn't switch. Let's say he just stayed as duelist. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm Diamond 2, bro. I'm Diamond 2. I'm a higher rank than you. You need to go strategist, bro. If none of them switches, GG's. That's it. You lost the game. Because you only have one strategist. You're not going to win with only one strategist. Because all this side B has to do is that they, in their respectful roles, they don't even have to switch, or they could just run dive. They can go Vanguard and then three DPS and then straight out damage them, and they're at a highly huge disadvantage. It's gonna be a bad game, basically. Give me Cliff Notes. Give me Cliff Notes. I just got here. Cliff Notes. What the fuck is? I don't know what Cliff Notes is, bro. I don't know what Cliff Notes is. What does Cliff Notes mean? The damn voice chat going to be crazy. Skill issue. Nico Cano, thank you for the follow, bro. Much love. Appreciate you. Is everybody got an idea on how the matchmaking system set it up? The summary. Okay, so you want a summary. So the summary is basically how this works. All right. Is that, for example, in the very beginning, I got to break this down in the beginning. All right. So basically, it shows right here that this is a stack of 3. All right. This is where currently Diamond went. Oh, it was a Diamond 3 player. Okay, whatever. But player A is a Diamond 1. That's their they're going over their current. This is their current rank that they are in right now. Diamond 1. B is Diamond 3. C is Platinum 1. So their average, if it went over the average,
one, a two-player, nine
So,
players graduation.
basically, hold on.
The average rank of this three-player team is around diamonds.
So basically, the system then comes to a conclusion that based on their current rank that they are at, this is what the system is deciding that their average rank is. So I'm assuming that they're going to be going to a Diamond 3 lobby. Okay?
Three.
So then
They select only the.
So then it goes into an Oregon server. Okay, that's where this current server is at. So after 5, let's say, and so then the Oregon server. So then the Oregon server looks for another stack of 3 players. Okay, that are well within the average rank. All right. After 5 minutes of it trying to find somebody within the Oregon server, it goes into, it picks out another 9 teams of, I'm guessing more than likely, that are solo queuing. Okay, it finds a team of 9 that are solo queuing, and that's when it continues its matchmaking. So then it grabs 3 players, all right, and then come to find out that their average rank is Platinum 1. Okay, let's say that this guy here is a Diamond 3. Another one's a Diamond 3. One is a Plat 1. Average rank in total, they're Plat 1. And then it grabs 2 players, okay, and then find out, let's say this guy's a Diamond 1, another one's a Diamond 2. And finally it comes to the conclusion that their average rank is Diamond 2. And then they grab 4 players in their current rank. All right?
Diamond 1 player, the
And then
composition.
the composition it sets up, all right, is a 3-2-1. Okay? I'm sorry, it's not 3-2-1. My bad. I lied. It's a 3 stack and 3 solo. Okay? But it grabs the 2 people that I just said earlier. Okay? Those 2 people right here, I believe those were the Diamond 3, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Diamond 2. They're currently in Diamond 2. Those 2 solo queue players, they're currently in Diamond 2. That means their average is Diamond 2. And then they grab 1 person who is also solo queuing, and they grab their current rank.
1 average.
All right?
Plus.
And then this is what's set up for side A for a 6-player comp team. Now in side B, these guys all here are all solo queuing, okay? But it grabbed those 3 players and come to find, and then it says that, okay, the 3 players, all right, average is Platinum 1, okay? So then, and then it grabs the other 3 solo queue players, and they use their current rank.
Diamond 2.
They use their current rank they're at. All right? Am I making, okay?
This
Side A green are duo? No, they're not duo. These guys, the people who are in shades of color, my bad. The people who are in letters A, B, and C, those are the stack. That's a 3 stack. Everyone, the rest of the players are all solo. So basically, this isn't fair at all. In an aspect, yes, it isn't fair, but this is the best way for them to be able to slightly balance out, the comp. No fair, because they don't have friends. I know, that's what sucks. That's why you get the gaming experience of thinking that this game is unfair. Because solo queuing, people like saying all the time, solo queuing is not fun, and you're right, solo queuing is not fun. But I don't have a lot of friends that play it, or if not, are available because they're employed. So yeah, so basically overall, this is the team set up. This is basically the team that's basically set up. Because to make it fair, they grab those 3 players and show what their average rank is, and they grab another 3 players and showcase what their average rank is. But here's where the twister comes in. This is what the devs can't control, but this is where when your 3 stacking comes to a disadvantage. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys real quick.
Within each side. For example, side A's player F, Platinum 1, and side B's player D, Diamond 1, each have a 2 to 3 division differences from their teammates.
Oh yeah, and understand that when they're making this set up, it's only well within 2 to 3 different divisions. Okay, they're not going to go anywhere farther than 3 divisions. Okay, they're going to try to keep everybody together well within 3 divisions, which is I'm kind of not too sure if I can agree with that.
This means
Yellow is the no. Yellow is not the trio. Yellow is not the trio. The people who are lettered right now, those are the trio. The other team aside, they are solo. These are solo, but they grabbed what their average rank is. The green, the green is a duo. Green is not a duo. The rest of the people who are colored, like from these people here on, right here and over here, they are all solo. Will you do an account review? What do you mean? Oh, an account review? Listen, I'm diamond. I peaked diamond 1. I'm not too sure if I'm that guy. I'm a Vanguard main. All I can tell you is go back. It's literally in the video. Yeah, it's in the video. This basically means that if you're solo queuing, you are incentivized to flex. Yes, actually, yes. Yes, if you solo queue and manage to get to top 500, you are a GOAT. You're a GOAT. But you gotta understand though, some of it depends on what the role that you are playing. If you are a DPS main and you got to solo queuing to top 500, you have a better chance of winning majority of the games because the game can be decided majority of the time if you can get a lot of finals. Now, if your other DPS main is fucking shit up and not doing good, then yeah, you could potentially lose the game. But if you carry enough, then yeah, that all depends. That all can come to a better outcome. But if you are a Vanguard main, you gotta understand that your game can be decided if whether or not if your DPS is getting kills. And also if your strategist is doing their job. Now, if your strategist solo queuing, to get up there, I mean, you kind of a GOAT too, but you are playing the easiest role. But regardless, if you solo queue and get to top 500, then yeah, you're a GOAT. Alright?
For example, side A's player F, Platinum 1.
Now this is where, okay, I'm about to show you guys, this is where stacking could be, this is where the devs can't control, but stacking could potentially be your downfall.
Player D, that have
why I'm gonna,
C.
This is where it can become a downfall. Watch this, just watch this real quick. This is where it can become a downfall.
The SJ role selections are as follows. Side A, the 3-player team picks a Vanguard player A, Duelist player B, and Strategist player C. The 2-player team chooses a Vanguard and a Duelist player F. A Duelist main sticks with his preferred role instead of filling the missing Strategist slot. To balance the team, the Duelist player B from the 3-player team fills as a Strategist. See there? This is where stacking can become your biggest downfall.
Because the problem is now, this hard-headed ass platinum player, who this player B is actually a diamond 3. My bad, I kept saying it was a diamond 2. It's actually a diamond 3. This player B, who is diamond 3, who was a duelist main, had to switch off to duelist, which is where he was best at. He or she was best at. Had to switch off in order to have a role balance, have their roles being balanced, because duelist over here, who's plat 1, is being hard-headed and doesn't want to switch. You get what I'm saying? This is where it can become a slight disadvantage. Even though you got a team player set up that can control every single 3 roles, there could be potentially one where somebody who mostly plays like duelist, for example, he or she is not going to switch. So now that person who's really good at DPS has to switch off in order to bring some balance into in the role comp.
Side B.
But this is and then in this side,
player team picks a vanguard, duelist, and strategist. Player D picks an additional strategist. Player E picks another vanguard. Player G picks another duelist. We believe that this is a situation many players have encountered before. In this case, side B has a strategic advantage.
See what I mean? This is where things become a bit hectic, because now side B has a greater chance of winning it, because everybody, despite their rank, or if not what the system put their average rank in, they are all playing their respectful roles. This is where things become a disadvantage for the team. Unless duelist is good at playing strategist, and this duelist who's currently at plat 1 does good at duelist, they can still potentially win the game. So everyone needs to be able to have the ability to flex. Yeah, basically. If you want, like, in terms of stacking wise, okay, I think when you're solo queuing, I think the system knows who you play majority of the times. Somewhat. Because I've seen games where I played a game back then where literally all 6 of the players that I play with, they were all Vanguard mains. It happens, bro. So systems can fuck up. Well, I'm glad I can. Yes, that's something to flex about. If you're a flex player, you're a GOAT. Alright?
All 6 players are playing their
So everybody that's watching, everybody's got a breakdown of what the matchmaking and how the matchmaking systems work. Everybody's got that down. I just need to lock in DPS, practically. If you're really good at DPS, I would rather have you playing DPS. So everybody's got it now. Where is this? This is currently in Twitter. I'm not sure if it's out on YouTube yet.
Duelist main is forced to fill as a strategist. And the lowest ranked player is also playing duelist, which may weaken the team's synergy.
Alright, now this is the frequently asked
Recently,
questions.
We have received a lot of feedback from the community.
So basically, you gotta flex to fix the comp. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm playing a role what nobody likes to play. So I'm a Vanguard main, so I just play Vanguard. And somebody said that earlier, that Thor is nothing but a buff, Thor buff DPS. Yeah, I like playing Thor. That's why I get a lot of finals with him, bro. I've been playing with him. I switched back to playing him rather than being playing that, that meta role, the shield tanks, holding the shields and, what I'm saying, holding down the front. No, I just play. If I'm trying to get kills and my DPS can't do it, so I just go and play Thor. I just go play Thor and get my kills myself.
With many players believing that our matchmaking...
Like, Lord farming is so dumb. Lord used to be a great thing until it became a bad thing. Because it doesn't matter if you're Lord. If you're ass, you're ass. It can show.
The system employs EOMM, engagement optimized matchmaking.
This is where we're gonna
Recently,
hear some bullshit, guys.
We have received a lot of feedback from the community, with many players believing that our matchmaking system employs EOMM, engagement optimized matchmaking. This would imply manipulating the matchmaking queue to keep players' win rates around 50%, ensuring they remain engaged in the game. We want to be clear, Marvel Rivals does not use EOMM.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That shit's real. They use it. They just don't use it all the time. I don't care what anybody tells me. They use it all the time. Alright, when has Lord ever meant skill, though? That's true. It just means that you play the shit out of this character. There's a difference between playing this character a lot and then actually playing the character good. Let's put Bucky, for example. I played against Bucky Lords, who I assumed that would be crack at, but they were actually dog shit. Rather than me playing against somebody that doesn't even have Lord on Bucky, and they actually steamroll the fuck out of me. I see somebody that's not a Bucky Lord, and I'm just like, easy dub, bro. I'm gonna get that back and I do what the fuck I want. This motherfucker was melting me. I'm like, god damn, you're not even the Lord. You fucking my shit up. So yeah, it's true. Lord does not mean shit, bro. Unless you know how to play the character, that's when it actually means something.
So, why do some matches feel uneven? Why do certain players encounter win or loss streaks? We would like to take this opportunity to provide some insights, hoping to clarify some of the confusion for everyone. In a competitive two-sided game, the fewer players on each side, the more accurately the competitive score reflects individual skill. However, as team size increases, this accuracy drops, since even if both teams have identical average scores, other factors like teamwork and coordination can sway the outcome. Additionally, because we don't lock roles.
Okay, what he just said earlier, guys, alright? He's saying this, factors like teamwork and coordination. You guys need to realize that I understand that you think that in EOMM, how should I put this? Y'all think, I know some of y'all think that EOMM exists, but even when it doesn't, it just means that you, like, let's say you go against, you have a teammate that's just absolutely toxic. Let's say I played 5 times where I had teammates that would ban my Captain America. It has nothing to do with EOMM. It has nothing to do with EOMM. It's just the fact that you got queued in with some dickheads. Alright? The people who are just fucking dickheads. And they're just trolling, they're just fucking your shit. They're fucking up your gaming experience. That's not EOMM. They cannot control that. They cannot control the player behind the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? They can only control based on what your current rank is. And then when they queue you in, they'll put you in the team of 3 or 4. They find your average rank, and then it finds another 2 players, and then they come and find their average rank, and then they'll find 1 player in their current rank. Whatever the say-so goes. Like, that is just how the system is going to go for it. It cannot control how that player is in terms of their attitude and the teamwork they're going to put in and the coordination. They cannot control that. If people are double support ulting, they are double support ulting because they're dumbasses. And you cannot fix it. Just got done crashing out about this kid. Exactly. What you just said. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell people. This is another clip that IT need to get together. You guys need to realize that. EOMM is not EOMM that is doing that. It is the player itself that's fucking up your gaming experience. You know, people ulting at the wrong time. Let's say, for example, your entire team just got wiped out. So then you're just like, okay, everybody, do not, let's say majority team got wiped out. Let's say Iron Man, fucking, like, maximum post 3 of your players, okay? If it's not overtime or you see that there's playing time on the clock, you should not waste any more ults. Don't worry about trying to hold down the point. Just retreat and regroup. But the problem is that the support who managed to survive that, they go ahead and ult to hold the point. But that's where they are going to win. Because that's when the opponent can just simply just be like, hey guys, he just like our man just took out 3 other players. And they just one of the players just support ulted to try to hold down the point. We still got plenty of time. Just back up. And then when she's done with her support ult, just walk in and straight walk them down. You can only control how you react and play the game. Exactly. So it's not EOMM, guys. It's just that whatever your player did is just being stupid. So everyone needs to understand that that there is a lot of things out of your control. There's things they have control. They cannot. The matchmaking system they have set up cannot control how the player attitude is, or if they're willing to work and coordinate with you. They cannot control that. It's just they can only control what the average rank that they're in, put you in a set, and they can only be able to put you in a set of 3 and then find your average rank and or just use you as what you are in your current rank and then sit you up with that team. Another big problem is people insta-locking roles and not switching to help the team. That's another factor. That's what I'm saying. Teamwork and coordination. Some people are lacking in some areas that they're not doing good of, and somebody says that, hey, I'm pretty good at this. Do you mind switching? That's a problem that I face. I'm a Vanguard main. If I'm fucking shit up and somebody told me that, hey, I'm pretty good at Vanguard, you want to switch to strategist? I'm gonna be real with you. Things would be a whole lot worse if I switch to strategist. Assuming if they don't have a diver, though.
Can sway the outcome. Additionally, because we don't lock roles, players might end up playing a role they are less comfortable with, which means they may not perform at their rank's full potential.
That's
Even
true.
if you are assigned your preferred role, playing a hero you are less skilled with can also affect your impact in the match. So, why don't we add role queue? First, we believe that allowing players the freedom to play as their favorite superheroes and team up with others to create diverse creative team compass encourages more varied strategies and gameplay. Second, adding role-based matchmaking would significantly increase queue times, while still failing to fully eliminate skill discrepancies between matches. Where there are choices, there will be differences. Objectively, it's quite challenging to have an equal number of players across the 3 roles. To strike a balance between matchmaking speed and fairness, the competitive score ranges for each role would have to differ. Roles with fewer players would have lower competitive score thresholds, while roles with more players would require higher thresholds. This, in turn, will lead to greater variance in match quality. We are working to introduce more interesting vanguards and strategies in future updates to give players more choices. But these changes will take time to develop. We thank you.
This is where I explained earlier in the video where that's where they fucked up. If anybody hasn't watched this part that I said earlier, they've already. You guys need to understand that I know a lot of people want to have. If they want to play different roles, they want more interesting players more interesting characters in the game. The problem is that the devs, they don't want to admit it, but basically they've already set out. They said this. They've already set out on what's coming, They've already blueprinted out what's coming out this year. The problem is that they didn't think about the vanguards and strategists. So there's going to be more strategists for the rest of the year than there will be vanguards and strategists. So potentially next season, it'll be another duelist, and it could be just either one or the other, a vanguard or a strategist, basically. So I know a lot of people are not really happy about what I explained just now, but that's basically what's being said. Because they just literally said, oh, we heard that you guys want more vanguards and strategists. We will make sure that we put that together, but it's going to take some time. AKA we've already set up a bunch of duelists, so y'all just gonna have to just you're gonna have to have you guys have to deal with more duelists coming into the game. We don't need another DPS. Oh my gosh, there are going to be more strategists uh, than strategists and vanguards. So you're confusing me. Yes, basically what I'm trying to tell. I'm gonna say this again, guys. Basically, what he just said is that they heard from the community saying that they want more vanguards and strategists because there's too many duelists. The problem is that they've already set out for the future seasons coming out this year already. They've already blueprinted it out. The maps, the characters, everything, what roles what those characters are going to be playing. They've already set out throughout the entire year. They've already blueprinted out. The problem is that there's a higher chance that, well, actually not is, there is that there are more duelists coming out rather than vanguards and strategists. And they will make sure that there will be more vanguards and strategists in the future. And it's going to take time for them in order to bring them out because they've already set the whole blueprint out. They've already set up everything for the rest of the year. A season with a new tank and healer they'll be fire. But it looks like there's a chance that next season we're going to get a duelist and one duelist and one either that's going to be a vanguard or a strategist. That's the problem. We might get another duelist. Even though this season we got 2 duelists. You think they're going to do role queue? No, he already explained in this video that they're not going to do that. Like, he didn't say they're not going to do it, but they're trying to explain to you that why they don't do it. Because they want every players to play they want the players to play who they like. You get what I'm saying? Like, let's say Greg Albert. He loves playing Hulk. But the problem is that, let's say there's already 2 tanks that took in this role. It becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, they want but players like this character and they've been a big fan of it since they read the comics. They want to play that character. So, and if they do role queue, they won't be able to play their favorite character, basically. What you think there's going to be a role? Oh wait, I already answered that. I think they switched course and go vanguard strategists. They've been pretty good about listening. Yeah, they are. But the problem is that it's likely that they've already set up more duelists and strategists basically this year. They've already set it up. They can't switch it. If they switch it, it could be coherent or something like that. It can contradict it. What they got going on already set up, because the story has to match the maps. The story has to match with the maps, and the maps have to match with the characters that are coming out.
Thank you for your patience. Statistically, win and loss streaks are a matter of probability. For example, if 2 sides are truly 50-50, over 3 games, the chance of 3 consecutive wins or losses is 12.5%. Over 10 games, the chance of 3 or more wins or losses in a row rises to 50%. So, over enough games, everyone will eventually experience win or loss streaks. For those interested, you can use tools to calculate the probability of achieving a streak, whether it's 5 consecutive wins or 5 consecutive losses, under different win rate scenarios over 10 matches. Of course, the game isn't pure math. Several in-game factors can increase the likelihood and impact of streaks, making these experiences feel more pronounced. For example, team average scores are rarely perfectly balanced, so actually win rates may not be exactly 50%. When queuing consecutively, you may face some of the same players in back-to-back games, which can carry over the outcome chance from previous matches. This is even more common in team matchmaking, where the pool of available combinations is smaller, especially during off-peak hours or in less populated regions. Even if the probability of a streak occurring is just 1%, Marvel Rivals' large player base means many will experience that.
Alright.
We are constantly analyzing feedback and refining our systems. Your trust and input help us shape a better experience. Thank you for being part of the Marvel Rivals community. We are excited to keep improving with you.
All right. So, that is how the matchmaking system is worked. And does everybody got everything down? Y'all got down what they've explained, the matchmaking system and stuff like that. Now, if you take the time and go on Twitter and watch, this friend is live now. If you guys take the time, they've actually explained earlier in the video on how your points is based on. Your point based. I'm not sure if you guys want to see how it is, but all I can tell you is right now, it's confusing as fuck. That's all I gotta tell you. It's all based off of base points and competitive points. So I don't know if y'all want to see that. It's a little bit confusing. That's what I gotta tell you. There's a formula set up for it, and I think I think the formula is a little bit flawed, simply because the fact that I played a game where even though it was a domination match and we won back-to-back rounds, and I went 12-6 with about 6 finals, and I got 22 points. Okay, but I played another game where I had 16 finals. All right, and I didn't die a whole lot, and I only got 23 points. Or was it 24 points? Basically, the further I went 12-6, I got 23, and the other game I got 24. But I had more finals, and I did better in terms of my performance. But the formula that they've made apparently that's how it's set up. So there's nothing that I can do about it. Casuals will survive 5 minutes wait time, and if they can't, they need to practice patience. If there's a league for a game, it's considered more competitive. I'm not sure what that means, but alrighty. But yeah, that's basically how the breakdown is, bro. That's how basically the breakdown is. Now, my final thoughts about this. It's final thought. Here are my final thoughts. All right, overall about when I think about the way they set the matchmaking stuff. It's understandable. I'm not entirely too mad. Now, do I still believe that they're using EOMMM? I think so too. Because when they said that there's a chance that they're playing a 50-50 setup, I don't think he just did a whole lot of yapping. When they were talking about if you're playing and you're only finishing off at 50%, why do I keep finishing off at 50%? Why is it when I start off the game where I'm currently at, I go on a losing streak or go on a win streak, and after 9 hours of playing this game, I end up right back to where I started? That just doesn't make any fucking sense. That's not what I'm gonna agree with there. To say that EOMMM is not real. If I keep constantly losing, if I lose 3 games, I'm just gonna hop on my backup account and just play there. And then after that, I'll come right back and I'll play this, and I'll come back and let's see if the gaming experience is just a little bit better. All right. So yeah, that's basically the whole thing is set up. I mean, overall, I understand it. I hear them out. It's not EOMMM. It's just the players themselves. The players are just dog shit. And they can't control dog shit players who sometimes that in some scenarios that they end up having the lucky streak, even though that they're dog shit and getting boosted, they're still like, they're in their ranks, and you're just gonna come across them, you find out how dog shit they are. So, yep, that is it, bro. All right, that is the end of the talk about the entire matchmaking system. We will hop on comp. I'll hop back on my backup account and play off there for a little bit, and then we'll play on my main. If anybody wants to stick around and watch it. But what are y'all? But before we do that, what are y'all final thoughts, bro? What are y'all final thoughts? Anybody that's watching, what are your final thoughts about the whole matchmaking system? I just want to hear this one. Why do you have a backup account? Why do I have a backup account? Why I created a backup account is just because I want to learn new players. I just want to learn new players. Like, I don't want to just hop in a comp. Like for example, I'm not good with Hulk, but I played Hulk in my main account, and I did all right. I finished 19-10 with a couple final hits, but I wasn't great. Not Eelman probably, but it's just as bad in